Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, today I'm going to have some fun sharing with you a great joy that I had today. Another awesome AI tool. For anybody who's into web developing, if you've ever wanted to create a website or know already how to do web developing, I got a really fun tool in store for you. And we're going to have a lot of fun today because I'm also playing with sound effects. So let's have some fun. All right. I've just spent some time today developing a little website. But I'll tell you, it was so much easier than I've ever done before. So I went to ChatGPT here and I said, simplest and cheapest ways to make my own personal website with links to my social media accounts. And it has all these things, okay? There are some website builders that you could choose from. Everybody knows about WordPress. It looks like you can use Google Sites or Card. Select a template, add your social media links, customize your website, publish your website. Optional, get a custom domain name, and then promote your website. And they're often free to $20 a year or more. And some of the possibilities range from something like this. A friend showed me this, and this is what really inspired me on this whole journey. Simple website for linking to your different social media properties. Here's another one, and then yet another one. And you can even use Canva. You can use Canva Pro if you like. You can use Wix. But the thing I want to share with you today, a colleague of mine turned me on to this. It's called WebSim.ai. WebSim.ai. Check it out. You're going to really enjoy it. You're going to love it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. WebSim.ai. And it is a lot of fun for making the front end of your website in like seconds. It's unbelievable. So right off the bat here, I am in this website and showing my most recent creation. And let's just see, that's my most recent creation. And I happened to get this honestly by accident, again in seconds, when I clicked on the Instagram link that was on the site that I was building. And it said Instagram / your username, and then created this this view for me. And I could download this now if I want and work with this, but why would I want to try to copy Instagram? So instead, I'm going to show you what I created using this tool. And before I do, though, I want to just go back and demo it for you here a little bit. When you go to WebSim.ai, you can look through what other people are creating. You can see what people have created, again, in a matter of seconds. You can look for possibilities of things that are useful, or you can look for ones that are just kind of fun. And you can see what you really like the best. Yee-haw! So if I were to go in and just say, what kind of website would I like to make today? Let me just demo this for you. First, you click up here in the address bar, and then you want to click this Sonnet 3.5. That's recommended. And just say, what kind of website would you like to do? And let's say that you just want to have a website where people can simply contact you. You just want to have a little contact website. So you say, you know, make a simple contact me web page with a portrait and a bio and a place where I can say my purpose. This is a little wordy, and mission. But let's just see what it does with it. Okay, and then you hit enter, and it's working on it right now. I have 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And it's still working. It's a funny little graphic up at the top. Kind of looks like a little marshmallow man, but it's got something going. That was what, 10 seconds? And we have this, but then we go, okay, well, maybe let's make it more modern and sleek and up to date with its design. Okay, enter. And it's funny how it has your name and professional role in there, and it has a place for my mission. That's great. And a little get in touch down at the bottom. So simple, but the real key is it's very, very quick. And as a web coder, I have experienced so many automatic build your own site programs in the past that would just make a mess of the code. The nice thing about this is it's really, really clean code. And look at that right there. This is pretty darn cool. So if I just wanted to run with this, I could download it over here and then adapt it. And this up here is just its temporary WebSim.ai's temporary made-up domain name. It's not a real domain name that you've registered. So you would want to take this front end, and for those of you who don't know, front end just refers to the thing that you see when you're looking at a website. It's the design, it's the look. And back end refers to things that are happening. Like if I were to actually have this form work, I would need some back end programming that probably just turns this into an email and sends it to me. So let's see what I made. So today I just created this website where people can go and get to any of my properties, Better Photo, the AI masteryformula.com, which is forthcoming, so there's nothing there yet. If I click here on Better Photo, it does go to my photography website, my guide for photographers, and the place where I have a wonderful community of photographers that share their photos and enter a monthly photo contest, and we have a lot of fun encouraging each other. But you can also go to my Instagram, you can go to my Facebook, YouTube, different sites, and then at the very end here I have a thing to an email form where I used this WebSim.ai to make another little internal form. And so and one thing that I'm really happy about is down here at the bottom, I created this, my latest AI creation, and I embed a YouTube video, and I made some tools in the background because my experience is in background programming. So I was able to make some tools in the background where I could input this on a daily basis. So bookmark this site, jimpeak.com. I am having some problems with the SSL certificate. That's been like the bane of my existence for the past 5 years. But if you go to jimpeak.com and it says it's not secure, just click advanced and then click go ahead and go into the site. It's safe. It's just that the SSL certificate is in the process of renewal. And because someone had it in the past, apparently there's something hooking up on it. So I'm working with ChatGPT in another window to try to figure this out and make this problem that stresses me out sometimes permanently go away. I'm looking for a forever fix to having to renew SSL certificates often multiple times for it to get to really stick with the Let's Encrypt that I use. So I have all these social media buttons. I have this link that goes to my most recent creation. And I have this contact page, which now I'll click there and show you. This is what it looks like. Real simple thing with name, email, subject, and message. And in the background, I turn that into an email that gets to me. And after they fill this in, they see a little, hey, it's successful, and a link to come back to this page. It also has a dark mode, which I kind of prefer. And it looks really, really good on my phone. I really enjoy the way this looks, and I don't seem to have it up on my phone right now, but that's okay. It's mobile friendly, it looks fantastic, and I'm just delighted with it. I just think that it's got everything that I need. So here we have the simplest way to create a front end of a web page if you like to do that and you want to play around and you like to do things a little bit more manually yourself, like me. You're a total nerd like me, and you like to register domain names and put your site up at some place that you can host it at. If not, you can go ahead and go with one of those other services. And if you just want to play with this to get a general design of what you like, and then give it to your graphic or web designer and say, here, this is my starting point. This is what I envision. I've went through this. I've said many times, okay, make it more sleek. Okay, put it in dark mode. Okay, keep, like with this one, I had many different iterations. I said things like, keep everything exactly the same and change the Better Photo logo to something else. And then the next time I said, keep everything exactly the same, but make the borders around my portrait just barely rounded. Before it was a big oval. So I just said, make it barely rounded. And this is the look that I like. I had it change some colors. And like I said, I'm just absolutely delighted. So if you're interested in doing something like this, go ahead and try it out. I'm going to go back here to this page that we made just to show you what I'm talking about. If I say, we've already changed this to make it look very sleek. Okay, is there anything that we'd want to do differently about it? So it looks a little bit like LinkedIn, but that's okay. But let's just do this thing that I talked about. Keep everything exactly the same, except add some avant-garde, I'm spelling that wrong, G-A-R-D-E, design elements, and just see what happens. Let's just try this out. See something a little bit, add a little designer razzle dazzle, and then we'll see if this works out. Now this is already a contact page. However, if you started off like I did with just a page where you wanted to have a little bio and all the links to your different social media properties that you wanted just to be able to say to everybody, hey, just go here and then you can get to anything else by me. See, that's really cool. Now it's adding this little animated circle and I like it. This is good. So I want to keep this. And if I click on here, I can see my history down below. I can go back to a previous version if I desire. If I click over here, when I'm ready, I can click this bookmark to bookmark it. And that puts it off to the side here, shows my other things that I've worked on. And I could change it to be some name that I like, get in touch, and I could actually put my name here. And then I can click the check mark to say, yes, I want to make this be an official design that I've created. Now, if I were to come in here and take this URL, which again isn't the real URL, paste it in there, and then write something else, like what would be another web page that we might like to create. Let's say we were doing something reverse for some weird reason, and we wanted another page within here that said, you know, my social media properties. So we'll just do social media, and we hit enter, and now it's working on a new page, but because I edited that URL and put social media after it, it's creating a new subpage for this particular site. So I would then link from this page to that little social media page, and let's just see what it comes up with. And it could use the same colors. It could come up with something completely different. But again, the point here is that it's happening in seconds. It's happening utilizing AI, and the code is super, super clean. That's pretty amazing. Now we have a plethora of little circles and links to the different social media sites. Not bad, right? So now I would go here and I would download this as well. I would take them into an editor and I would change your name to my name. I could do that here, but I would probably just take it in there now and make this photo be the same photo. They created two AI photos, but we want the same person there. And we're in business. So I'm downloading it. And let's go back now to my website here and let's wrap things up with a little vote. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's have some fun. And let's listen to this pumpkin spice latte song. And we won't listen to the whole thing, but I want you to listen to it. And then I'm going to play a different version. And so I want to just get your vote. I feel like we probably went with the best choice, but I'm just curious. So if you're listening to this with the recording, just go ahead and put in the comments what you think it is, what you think is your favorite version of this song that we just created. Okay? And I'd love to hear it. So version A is going to be what we play in just a minute. And it's going to be the thing that I made the music video out. And for those of you new to this, what I did was I looked at trends and I saw that Starbucks pumpkin spice latte was trending. And that was because Starbucks had announced that they were offering it already, the earliest they've ever offered it, in mid to late August. It was early. And so just to play with it and have some fun, I made some lyrics in ChatGPT and then took it over to Suno and made a song. And I'm so delighted if you are one of the many who have emailed me and contacted me saying, oh my God, this was so quick, this was so fun, I had a great time making songs at Suno. Thank you. And I'm delighted. And I will do a tutorial, more extensive tutorial in the future on how to do that. Let's just have some fun making songs. Know that you don't have to make the lyrics in something like ChatGPT first. You can just go right to Suno and say, make a song on this topic in this style for me. That's in our version, we went to the custom option so we can have full control over the lyrics and make them in ChatGPT and rework them. The rework them is what I usually do, and then take them into Suno. So this is the version that we did at that time, all right? Here's the first one, and it's just going to be on this website.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my potion began to bubble and steam, and out popped a latte like a spooky dream. It was the pumpkin spice latte. It's back for more, but way too soon for that. The pumpkin spice latte. They've unleashed it now, and there's no turning back. The ghouls and the goblins were all in fright. Not this early, they cried, it just ain't right. But the baristas, they cackled with glee, mixing up that brew for you and me. It was the pumpkin spice latte, brewed in August, can you imagine that? The pumpkin spice latte. They've unleashed it now, and there's no turning back.
Can you believe that was created by AI? And the song that I published before was, in my opinion, even more catchy and memorable. This one is fun. This one is humor to me. But the one that I did before on AI, called Rise, We Will Rise, A New Way to Rise, that's a beautiful song and it just sticks with my head. Now, let's see if this plays here as option B. So you've had option A. Let that sink in. Pumpkin spice latte. And let's see if we can play. Okay. All right, I'm going to play it in a different way here. Let's see if this works better. Option B.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my potion began to bubble and steam, and out popped a latte like a spooky dream. It was the pumpkin spice latte. It's back for fall, but way too soon for that. The pumpkin spice latte. They've unleashed it now, and there's no turning back.
Pretty catchy.
The ghouls and the goblins were all in fright. Not this early, they cried, it just ain't right. But the baristas, they cackled with glee, mixing up that brew for you and me. It was the pumpkin spice latte. Brewed in August, can you imagine that? The pumpkin spice latte.
Awesome. All right, so give me your vote. Option A is what's been published with the slideshow, where you get to meet my kids in their younger days in various Halloween situations with lots of cups of latte and a few cups of hot chocolates thrown in there, and some commentary about how early things are offered, including Christmas things at the store. If you've been to your big stores, you've already seen that they're selling Christmas stuff already, I'll bet. And option B is that new one that I just played. And if enough of you really say, yeah, I actually like option B, I'll do another music video to it just to have some variety. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm curious just to see what you like, and I'm curious to see what you do playing with these tools. Again, WebSim.ai for making a web page, either for yourself if you like to code, if you like to play with that nerdy technical stuff, or just to get a look and then give it to your designer and say, run with this. I mean, how powerful would that be? Say you worked with someone at Fiverr or something like that, and you were able to just say, yeah, this is kind of the way I like it, but you know that there's some extra touches that they could do and some fine tuning that they could really make it look super professional and slick. And be sure to check out Suno for making your own song, and email me at jim@productiveandhappy, or contact me through one of these social media sites at jimpeak.com. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Have a lot of fun. Enjoy. Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.